Yo, what is up, friends, foes, and members of the Omni Council? My name is Daimien Kamiya and I am the Omni King. And can you see? I loaded YouTube Studio without, you know, any menuing on the screen. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm also really no one knows this because I didn't actually even tweet about it or anything. I was going to, but I realized it was like 4 a.m. by the time I finished. So, ever since I built my PC a few years ago, I have... So my old PC, when, in my old PC, I had two 2TB hard drives and a 4TB hard drive. 4TB hard drive is where all my games go to. The 2TB hard drive is where, in all honesty, I originally got it because I did try to do YouTube Let's Play style a long time ago. You won't find those videos. I deleted them. And that hard drive was where I would record to. I learned on research that when you were recording, it was best to record to a separate hard drive. Otherwise, it could affect your ability to play the game and could also potentially damage the recording. After that, I started my main hard drive is actually crashing. So I backed up my hard drive onto that recording hard drive. And then the thing is, when I went to the current computer I'm on now, I changed my main hard drive from a disk drive to an SSD. And I'll tell you, oh my god, that was night and day difference. I don't know if the hard drive again was just kind of waning a bit, but oh my god. My computer used to take sometimes a minute to boot. That thing caused my computer to boot in like 5 seconds. I was shocked the first time I ran my computer. But anyways, yeah, so, however, the recording hard drive and the games hard drive were still plugged into my computer. However, for some reason, all this time, the recording hard drive never connected to my computer. Never once connected to my computer. I don't know why. I tried many things and looked up solutions. It just wasn't even detecting it. Well, last night, I said, screw it, I'm gonna look into this. I did the one thing I never did, which was fucking just change the SATA cable to a different cord. I did that, and now I have an additional 2 terabytes of hard drive space. I can't believe it took me like 2 years! Or longer than that. Because I built the computer before I started streaming. Right? So it's like, oh, like I'm so... I started streaming in 2021, right? I built it, I believe, in 2020 because I got some money from when my grandma passed away, and I used that to buy all the components and stuff. Wait. I'm trying to think. I think I did do it in 2020, but like, I didn't do it right away. I just remember because I didn't move to where I live now until August 2020. My grandma died in, I believe it was April or May. I remember I was at my current place now when I built my computer. So, but either way, so I have plans for that hard drive space, like more personal plans. It's nice to just be able to, like, you know, have a hard drive to, you know, save some personal stuff to, just in case. But I'm just so happy that after so many years, I finally improved, or I finally figured it out. Not improved, figured it out. Yeah. And all it took was changing a fucking chord. I'm so pissed. Like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I try and do that sooner? It's because, like, for those that have never built a PC, to explain, when you build a PC, you get just an extra shit ton of everything. Because you buy every component, and every component wants to make sure you have everything. When you get a hard drive, it comes with SATA cables. When you get a motherboard, it comes with SATA cables. When you get a case, it may come with SATA cables, right? It's like, it just like, everything comes with almost everything, so you always end up with like so many extras of things. But anyway, so yes, GunFire Reborn. It's been actually, I think, almost like over a year maybe since I last played this. Like, it's been a long time. It's been long enough that I can't even, I had to physically find the last stream so I could copy all like the tags and stuff, because it's been that long. So games like GunFire, Genshin, and maybe some other roguelites might just be what I play maybe once a week, just to get a little bit of a difference between just the other two main games I'll be playing. So today I'm going to be focusing on the newer characters. So these characters have been out for some time. I only just first played them like I think last night and maybe the night before, but so let's get into the game here. All right, so this is one of the characters. So I'll quickly show them off here. So this is the first character, Nona. So she's like a mechanic. So her ability is actually passive. It's actually kind of cool. So she just has like a mech that's always around her. It's actually really cool. And her grenade is basically a shoulder missile. And then this is the other guy. This guy I'm still trying to figure out a little bit. He seems to do something with cards. And the cards' effects and damage seem to be based off the rarity of scrolls you possess. Which fits his lore, because his lore says that he's a mastery of occult scrolls. So his ability depends heavily on, I guess, the scrolls you find. So we're gonna play Nona. I'm still gonna be playing on normal. I know I really should be doing elite to unlock stuff, but we got time for that. I want to try and beat the game with these two on normal, just so I can get used to the character. So let's just head on in. There's also like this season mechanic now. The cool thing is I was reading up on some of the logs. So it's currently in Season 2, but you can still acquire Season 1 stuff. The devs listened to the community on that, when the community said that they didn't want to have the fear of missing out. So it's FOMO, I believe it's called, in terms of the, like, in gaming communities, it's fear of missing out. So basically, it's the idea that it kind of forces people to play, because if they don't play, they can't get it, right? And they specifically said you'll still be able to buy Season 1 stuff, even if you didn't play in Season 1. So yeah, so this guy's like pretty fucking strong, especially in like the early stages. There's also another mechanic he has. There's also some new occult scrolls, by the way. I managed to acquire a few of them, and they're pretty nifty. So if the if the robot's always out, what's the F skill do? The F skill is actually a drop skill. So no matter where your robot is, if I do this, he drops there. So that's the first thing he can do. The second thing he can do is if I press control. Now he goes into a stationary mounted turret. And there are abilities that buff both versions. Generally not both though. They're generally independent buffs. First shot after each 10 seconds will be critical damage. That's the way we're going. Illusion is a really nice weapon to start with. I don't even think it's a bad weapon at all in the first place. Just generally, there's better weapons that you acquire good effects on. I didn't even see, like, what's this? There really isn't much of a reason behind this. So I always get a little overwhelmed on new characters when it comes to, like, Ascension stuff. So I try to, you know, take it as a... So primary weapon skill plus 30%, after using primary weapon skill plus 30% weapon damage and 60% skill damage for 6 seconds. 40% attack speed for Irewing Fire Mode. So Fire Mode is the mounted turret form. After Nona or Iron Wing launches a missile, plus 50% damage of the next missile fired by the other one. So if Iron Wing, which is the name of the robot, uses its missile in fire mode, my next grenade style missile will have a damage buff, and if I use my missile, Iron Wing's next missile will get buffed. It's 25% max HP to Iron Wing, plus 1.5% taunt time for mecha drop. Oh yeah, that's right. When I use the F skill, mecha or Iron Wing also initiates a taunt on nearby enemies. Let's get that one, because that seems to be really nice to allow. So this class actually benefits the most from pistols based on traits, but with how useful Iron Wing is, I would downright say that it wouldn't actually be bad for a sniper either, because you literally, the biggest problem with sniping is oh, he's also immune to the traps, by the way. You can just stand there and take it. The biggest problem with sniping is generally, you know, enemies getting too close, or, you know, having to every time your skill deals damage, it will inflict additional damage based on how much copper you currently own. For each enemy, the additional damage occurs up to 1 time every 3 seconds. I don't mind losing the shield. You know what would be a really cool idea for occult scrolls? Just imagine if your occult scroll, if there are occult scrolls that affected a particular mechanic, but that mechanic varied based off of character. So say you get a shield occult scroll, but each character has its own unique effect on that shield, or on that scroll, right? Based on the utility of the character. So like basically character related occult scrolls, and they wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be specific, like this scroll could only be equipped by Nona, for example. No, it would be like this scroll can only be equipped by or this scroll can be used by anyone, but its effects vary based off of who uses it. some new weapons too, and they look pretty fucking sick, not gonna lie. Oh, hello. What do you have for me? Alright. Oh, I can go with this one here. Iron Wing strike mode can release a shockwave forward, dealing damage based on 300% attack power within a 6-meter range upon impact. Yeah, so if you look at the tree, this one's all about Iron Wing in general, just like the strike mode utility. Talent Craft is all about utilizing your missiles and fire mode. And Precision is about pistols. Pistols and like defensive utility. More passive stuff. Basically stuff based more on your character. There was an occult scroll I got the other day where basically what it does is it eliminates one of the 3 options, so you now only get 2 options, but up to 3 times you can select both options, and then the rest you're narrowed down to the 2. Ooh, dash cooldown, let's go. Reasonable exclusive. It will be destroyed once being discarded. -1 ascension with the lowest degree, +1 ascension with the highest degree randomly. Ascensions. What is ascension in this game again? I think that's the thing I just picked up. Yeah, we'll re-roll. Ooh, let's go. Okay, we're buying this. It's the dragon. Getting this. Oh, maybe. Got it. You can only kill one of them, sadly. What's this? Lucky shot chance? Sure, why not? Increase weapon damage when hitting the enemy from farther away. The further away you are, the bigger the bonus. Pretty sure I just got like an equipment combo that really benefits this weapon. just such a broken weapon, the main guy. What do you got for me this time? Reload. Launch 8 missiles consecutively from its shoulder cannon. I always like to increase the damage of my grenade if it's an option. Her grenade is actually really powerful too, so... See? Oh, an elite. We'll see which one that is. Based on the room, I think it might be the knight. I don't think it's beetle. I know. Oh, it's horsehead. One task. Crit chance and trigger an extra 30% damage when dealing damage to enemies that have hit by Cloud Weaver. Right now the weapons and stuff, or the scrolls I picked up really benefit the usage of this particular weapon in my hand. So I want to make sure I'm hanging on to it. Thanks. Oh, I'm thinking of actually going with that one because she does get a trait. This one. Weapon damage for every 1% in movement speed. This alone would already give me 15%. So I'm just gonna get this to prep for if that ascension pops. I was tempted to go with the speed up after dodging though, because with the 50% dodge reduction, like that's actually a really useful thing to have. gun. The scalpel is basically a Borderlands Hyperion weapon, where the accuracy gets better as you fire. No, it probably might not be a good idea to switch to, well, immunity to slows and less damage from traps. That's good. Oh, and looky what showed up. Oh boy, wasn't that a good idea. And what was that? I also gained bonus movement speed when holding a pistol. So I have plus 35% damage with this thing in my hand. This is... no, is this a pistol? GunFire pistols. Oh no, I guess pistol just counts as blue ammo. I thought it counted as a weapon type. Okay, never mind. Oh well. That's not really particularly why I picked it up anyway, so... Alright, boss time. This is the new weapon. It's actually not half bad. Did they redesign this weapon? Why? The 80% that's getting me, but I'm just gonna refresh here. Loading, there's a 33% chance not to consume reserve ammo and 30% weapon damage for the reloaded magazine. Sure, why not? Oh. Okay, I'm buying that. So I got this one. So whenever I dash, I gain 24 stacks energy for every for each energy consumed. So one dash is 24% more damage, and I can go up to 600. Do taking damage, restore 3% HP for 5 seconds. It also tells you like what what Gemini effects cannot go on the weapon because of the nature of the weapon. I'm so easily gonna have a DPS your healing, dude. Forgot that I had the break things item. I don't care about the money per se, but it gets me so much. I'm still not fully maxed out. And there's new characters that are going to be coming soon. attack of Ironwing strike mode obtains the elemental type effect chance of the weapon not currently held by Nona. They also changed the loading screens too. Porcupine is such a strong guy. The Porcupine needs the like, it depends on how you want to go about it, but I highly recommend getting the elemental side effect for the Porcupine. Corrosion is great either way, whether you want to go for miasma or pyro or fire, because combustion and miasma are both really good effects, and the Porcupine is really good at stacking them because of its effect. Wolf gaze. After swapping stages, HP drops to 1. Obtain 3 times the amount of copper for the deducted HP. So I would gain 134 times 3. Not really worth it. Oh, let's go! Oh my god, I got the combo. Fire Enthusiast and Flame Shard. So bonus fire damage. When I'm under the burn effect, I now have lifesteal. But I'm immune to the negative effects of the burn effect. So I now no longer take damage while burning. This is fucking huge. And while I'm not immune to corrosion, corrosion's only effect is a slow, which I'm also immune to. So this is actually turning out to be a really, really nice run so far. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind if you get a really nice fire weapon. The glove's okay, but I would prefer something better. Every time I've made it to the World 3 boss twice on this character in basically both the runs I did. The first run I beat I got the shit boss both times, and the first time I managed to beat the boss, but I got downed. The second time I think I got double downed and I died on the boss. That or I downed before the boss and died on the boss. I hate the ship boss. Yeah, if I can get like a fire sniper or something. To increase my missile capacity. Plus 10 max shield. Shield surge recharging immediately after it is broken. Iron Wing will regenerate 15% extra HP when hit by Nano's missiles. And then base damage of mech drop changed to 375% attack power. We're on this one. I think defensively it's the better option. This is actually a really fun weapon to use. If that was fire, I would have taken it. Oh, that's me. Yeah, like right now the porcupine is just so much better than the glove. There's no reason to run the glove. Why I need a better fire weapon. The thing was, I've had the porcupine unlocked for some time, and I don't remember it being this good. I don't think it was bad, but oh, now I get the this one. So I get 80% skill bonus damage, but every time I purchase an item from a peddler, it lose the 5% of that buff goes away until it hits 0. Damage, gain additional max shield / armor for 12 seconds equivalent to the damage you take. Yeah, I haven't tried out this new jet octopus weapon yet because I've only seen it in the shop. Hey, Radical! Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. This game, Borderlands, tons of stuff. Absolutely. The brick is a nice item, though. This thing's actually a fucking monster. Plus 50 run weapon damage. Obtain 1 cursed scroll for every mysterious chests you open. Do I do it? Ooh, is that... That's actually not bad. Ooh. I do have a scroll that gives me 15% shield for every curse scroll I have. The thing is, not all the curse scrolls are terrible. They're not all great. And I can't control whether I get the curse scroll immunity thing or not. Dead. Ooh, demon lore. That's a terrible demon lore. No, thank you. Plus 30% lucky shot chance by consuming 2 copper. When you land a shot, copper spent will be refunded if you successfully trigger a lucky shot. Plus 50% movement speed and weapon damage when your shield/armor is 0. Plus 300% shield rest time before recharging. I'll take this one. You just gotta remember to keep moving. Yeah, it cannot be discarded, so I can't do anything about this if I choose to get it. So I think I'm gonna pass on it for now. Here, just a battle. The pig one. Sucks to be you. Yeah, they also changed it that when you do these challenges and crystals drop, the blue ones don't give scrolls anymore, they just give food. Unlimited enchantment for each craftsman after the third enchantment, plus 130 copper cost every time. Oh. Cranberry juice went down the wrong pipe. Made a mistake. I didn't have the weapon high enough before I enhanced it. Now I can't get a Gemini on it. Which basically makes this gun useless. Well, not necessarily, but I was planning to get the element Gemini on it. And then merge it with a fire weapon so this thing can also dish out fire. I sometimes get nervous with Iron Wing because I'm just so used to shoot anything that moves. Take that, because that benefits one of my scrolls, right? Yeah, with 3% movement speed for every shield you have. Yeah, the porcupine just like rips through defense. It's actually pretty crazy. Oh boy. Get some ice cream after this stream. I was expecting to die sooner, but to be perfectly honest, with just how powerful Iron Wing is, this is like the gauge of gunfire. Or it's just like Death Trap kind of just turns everything into an easy mode. Ooh, I've not fought this guy yet. On with the new characters. Okay, that can have fire. Absolutely. The negative effect of decay is movement speed, and I'm immune to slows. So I actually just... So now I want to go for a corrosion build. But we'll hold off. Oh, there we go. Alright, let me just run a lap here quickly. Yeah, the worm would have been a joke, especially running a corrosive weapon. Just melt through his armor. I had the porcupine on one of my other runs, and I just, yeah, you aim for his mouth and it's just game over for him. No. You're not even gonna get my attention if you're not a corrosive or shock weapon. Or corrosive or fire weapon. Yeah. Shield recovery will not be stopped, but plus 50% recovery speed. Minus 50%, sure. Alright, into stage 3. Let's hope for some good fire and corrosive weapons. It's smaller magazine size, but 50% killing will fill the magazine. But we'll make the switch. What is Golden Goblet? Oh, okay. Golden Goblet is the Ascension thing. So I can choose to hand in three occult scrolls, and I get the Golden Goblet and I get a free Ascension in return. Okay. Well, it depends. What scrolls do I have? Do I have any that are worth getting rid of? I hate the fact that I made a dumb decision with this porcupine. I really wish, I didn't do that. Oop. Like, I really wish I upgraded it enough to get a Gemini effect on it, and I'd be fine right now. What's the goblet say? Ooh. That's just a really good trait to have. It basically means I can hold down my C button and just be able to do barrage with missiles. It really, really hurts the Yeah, I've also removed the bone. Since I'm better at this game than I used to be, I've removed the push-up challenge. I used to have a push-up challenge in this game where if I died to an explode... Well, initially when I started streaming, I used to have a bunch of different push-up challenges and stuff, but it was hard to follow through, so I gave up on it. But I maintained one in this game, which was like, what, 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups if I got killed by an exploding lantern. Positive this is called the elite lobster, or not the elite lobster, the elite yaksha. Yep. No. Well, buffing my shield buffs my speed, which buffs my damage, so why not, right? 6 shot, gains 80% damage. When casting a secondary skill, there's a 50% chance to double the consumption and 50% chance to deal double damage. Plus 2% weapon damage for every 100 copper you have. So basically 1% for every 50 copper. Yeah, I almost have 100 times weapon damage. I'm gonna take this one just because it has the potential to be the most valuable. Because the thing is, that weapon, it doesn't seem to have a cap to it, and the damage that thing can provide can be more valuable depending on the money you have. It can be more valuable than actually legitimately spending money to upgrade your equipment. I do hope the peddler is nearby. doing the damage I want it to do. Oh, new weapon. This is actually pretty strong, and it's corrosive too, so why not, right? Another one here too. The question is, do I drop? Like, I feel like I have to. As much as I don't want to, I have to. By not having the Gemini effect, I lose out on so much of the weapon. Porcupine got me this far, and I'm probably shooting myself in the foot by getting rid of that weapon, but... Every 3 seconds without using primary secondary skills plus 20% weapon damage for 3 stats. Every 3 seconds without firing. Reloading deals current weapon damage to enemies within an 8-meter radius. For every 0.5% or 5 seconds spent reloading, an additional damage is dealt. It's kind of like gauges shock and awe in a little bit. It is very strong. Like I said, if I can get fire on this, then I can basically become invincible. Because once I trigger fire, I ignite myself on fire and I gain lifesteal. Worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. I'll take it. That was the trait I wanted to get rid of. There we go. Yes! It's the easy boss! I probably should switch. Just because of ammo type. This is the easier boss, so I'm actually gonna I wouldn't have even been able to use this weapon if I was fighting the other boss. After using a weapon skill, plus 40% weapon damage and 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. After using a primary skill, plus... Okay. I'm debating on this one. I can't backtrack, so I can't go over there and determine whether I want to switch or not. Keep the one I have for now, just because it's set for the build I'm going for. Share something. Sorry, I was waiting on a message, and I've been waiting on a message for most of the day, and I was just seeing if it came through or not. Speedy Pursuit. That's actually... Skateboarder is actually huge for this weapon. Can I buy more ammo, please? And then I got Speedy Pursuit, which is Lucky Shot Chance after dashing. So dashing is now also going to be really important. I have quite a bit of protection from my mech, though. I'm not too, like, I can be a bit more careless here. KO'd Iron Man. Might have just been a bunch of explosions back to back. You know, those UFOs can be rather scary at times. Especially when you're using a melee weapon. Yeah, we're not. I only make the curse scroll gamble when I know I can actually benefit from it. Like, if I have the thing that reduces curse scroll or makes me immune to curse scrolls. Wow. That was, you know, that was... You get in so close like this with this weapon and you don't even know, like...
what's really happening until it's over. Scrolls. Alright. Minus level 1 on random ascension. Gain 5 occult scrolls. At least 1 legend scroll. So basically I lose 1 point on something in here at random. Let's go! It's not like I need the immunity. I'm already immune to it. But the fact that I now gain bonus corrosive damage too, why the hell not? This is turning in awesome. This is like one of my best melee builds. The other one was the, I don't know, I think it's on the screen, where I was playing the bunny girl, and I got the same fire combo I have, but then ran the sword and I ended up with a weapon, or I ended up with a couple scroll combos, one of which was like, any enemy you kill within 7 meters of you increases your HP by 1, your max HP. And then I think there was another one where it's like you deal more damage based on what your HP is or something, and she just turned into a monster. It also helps with this idea that my shield never stops recharging too, so it's like my shield is constantly in a state of regeneration. The other elite. I did not expect that I'd be getting this far on my first attempt. Like, I'm almost at the World 4 boss. There's also apparently another boss, and I wonder if it takes place in World 4. Like, they added in a new boss variant. So I wonder if I'll face him here. That was rather pitiful. Then again, bosses are gonna die faster this thing because it does 40% more damage to bosses, so. I think I'm gonna take tactical reload. His movement speed is a damage buff, so. This is the walrus one, yeah. There we go. I'm getting a bit sketchy there for a moment. Killing enemy grants extra copper, an extra chance to revive, or extra chance to receive a secondary skill. That's, not gonna lie, really rather pointless when you understand that I'm literally about to walk into the final boss. Oh, it's the different one. I have zero idea how this is gonna go. Oh, well, that's fantastic to get now, huh? No idea how this is gonna go. This is the new boss. Got it. No. He'll be back in a sec. I got nervous. Like, once Iron Wing went down, I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? That guy's... I imagine he probably had some type of nuke attack that I was just able to tank, but I get the feeling that guy felt way easier than the bear. Oh, hey, Crystal. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to do a second run, though. It is rather late, but Maybe I'll do another one. You showed up just in time for me to have just beaten the boss. Seems to happen a lot on my stream with people showing up just after something happens. Alright. Switching stages, optimize the initial chance. I'll have as much fun as the game is willing to be kind to me for. Well, look at this. Alright, so I beat it with no. Let's try the other dude. I have zero idea how to really play this guy. I'm expecting to lose. Oh, sweet. This like actually feels like just your standard assault rifle. So it does slightly decrease the damage when tapping ADS, which is aim down sights, and hitting the enemy multiple times will cause it to enter the state of weak spot. Any received weapon damage will trigger a critical hit. I'm glad it didn't actually consume my skill when I didn't hit the target. That was kind of cool. Capacity 5 reserve cards after summoning 10 cards. Plus 4 card holding capacity. Summon 2 extra cards when using it. The normal or better for summon 1 extra card. Oh, game, come on. It's a bit early to start throwing curse scrolls at me. Let's, like, come on. This guy's really powerful early on in the game. 750 damage? Now, that probably also has to do with some of these, right? Oh, I kind of see, I think. So I think it's all about timing your votes for any damage. There's a timing mechanic to this, an alternation between the skill and the action skill. I think I'm kind of getting it. Can I backtrack to the point that I can go back to that red chest now? I am now immune to curse scrolls. There's a chance to obtain 2 times as many astro aspects through Astro Forecast. When the probability of impure Astro House is 100%, fill all empty slots and clear the Astro House. A chance to gain 20%. This guy seems to have heavy reliance on shield, so we'll keep that up. Did I just literally draw on my cursed scroll? want to look this guy up because I just want to make sure I'm playing him correctly. This style mainly focuses on luck manipulation as you progress through the run, especially in the form of occult scrolls. Many of his ascensions are focused on improving his luck or using his already gained luck to benefit in various ways, usually by improving the effects of Fallen Star or Astro Forecast. Alternatively, he can use his manipulated luck to improve his weapons and gain them random effects, or use them to set up skills for use. Weapons with rapid magazine usage, particularly those with 1 magazines, which fill instantly, would be great benefit. Without occult scrolls and ascensions to boost or use his luck, he can start fairly weak until he improves his capabilities. This especially notable when using Falling Star, as it becomes almost impossible to use it at its full potential early on. Okay, so upgrade the quality of occult scrolls in your backpack without changing its effect, or re-roll the occult scroll to another one of equal or higher value. Each occult scroll can only be upgraded or reset once. Start with 1 reset attempt for each ascension obtained. Gain 2 upgrade attempts and reset 1 attempt. Oh no, that was his tier 2 thing. It's this thing here. Falling Star deals no damage. Every 15 seconds, it'll instantly go off cooldown. After shooting 300, 800, 1600 cards, shooting rate improves to a maximum of 2, 4, 8 cards at once. Falling Star. Using it casts out a blue area of effect that locks onto nearby enemy, then strikes them and other enemies within range, with the damage and effects changing greatly based on the quality of Astro House. Each time it is used, all empty slots in the Astro House are filled to determine Falling Star's quality, then all slots are emptied again. Astrospecks are colored scrolls shown in the Astro House. Each Astrospec color represents an occult scroll quality. Normal is blue, rare is purple, legendary is yellow, and cursed is red. Having more scrolls of obtained qualities will increase the chance of aspects of the same quality. Scroll divination can be used to upgrade the quality of a scroll, increasing the chance of the next quality. Sorry. Those are the lowest quality. Purple is mid quality, yellow is highest, and red is wild and can pretend to be any of the other colors if it fits best. Ways of gaining ascension: casting Falling Star, which fills the entire Astro House with Astro Specs. Casting Astro Forecast, which grants one Astro Spec with the chance of more with Mirror Hand. Card Storm. Which grants a chance to gain Astro Specs of the same quality as current Astro Specs when hitting enemies with a weapon. Astro House quality is determined by all Astro Specs besides red ones. It contains... They need to match in order to increase Falling Star's power. For example, all purples create a rare Astro House. Red can also be included for the same result. If there is a combination of blue, purple, and yellow, Astro House will be impure and offer the least amount of power. If an Astro House are red, if all Astro Houses are red, Astro House will be legendary. Astro House's quality effects. Probability bar is colored by the bar in the corner, below the primary skill, and just above the ascension. It helps the player determine the chances of each Astro House that Falling Star can have. The bar will constantly change itself based on factors such as current Astro Specs, what occult scrolls you have in your backpack, and star arrangement. Different colors on the bar represent the chance of getting difficult quality. Astro Houses: blue is normal, purple is rare, yellow is legendary. Gray, however, represents the chance of impure Astro House when getting a variety of Astro aspects. Astro aspects already in the Astro House will affect the probability bar. For example, having a normal Astro Spec will show an increase in blue, but will also remove purple and yellow from the bar, filling the rest with gray. If an Astro House is guaranteed, the bar will completely fill with the same color. And the star to the left will change based on the Astro House. And then Astro Forecast summons multiple cars that ready themselves near Zishao, and will automatically home in on enemies that get within 7 meters of him, or target he is aiming at. These cards, however, do not penetrate the terrain and may hit short walls. Additionally, each use of Astro cards will create an Astro aspect randomly for use in the Astro House that Falling Star and certain ascensions make use of. The chance of different quality Astro Specs change based on the quality of occult scrolls currently held. Despite looking like projectiles that would be blocked by physical shields, cards can still hit enemies through them. Okay. Okay, so persistence will get rid of an impure Astro House if it's guaranteed. That's actually nice. Alright. I think I have a little bit more understanding on this guy now. Minus 100% extra large ammo when shooting special ammo weapons. I'll give that a shot, I guess. Basically, the ammo uses 5 shots now? Is that what it does? Crits deal 50% damage directly to an enemy's HP rather than their shield or armor. Shield recovery will not stop. I'm pretty sure I want to go with that one because he has very high shield. These are all rather good. So this guy would definitely benefit from any type of scroll that really works on his, really should work on, if that's the scroll I have, I should work on getting weapons with high lucky shot chance. I'm getting really close. I know I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna get an impure, but I'd like to see what a legendary looks like. Got him here. Oh, sweet. That's nice to have. Yeah, I need to start looking for lucky shot weapons. I know this is already Beetle or guy with the shield. Beetle. Kind of interesting though in a game like this to have a character that's all about kind of, you know, extra chances of luck. It's also unique too that usually when characters like that exist, they utilize like tools like dice, but to have someone use cards instead is kind of cool. This is kind of moot because my shield never stops recharging. Take this one. It seems like a pretty big damage bonus for Falling Star. Alright. Please have a good weapon in your inventory. Well, that... I don't know how I feel about that. Rather anticlimactic. I just started spamming cards. So far, over the last couple days, I think, outside of the bear, I've fought every single boss now. Over the past couple days. This is my first time fighting Golem since I picked the game back up. This is almost like the suck cannon from, actually really strong. Suck cannon from Ratchet and Clank, I was gonna say. Oh my god. This weapon's insane. Oh. Why is this weapon so strong? I just want to look up Gemini. Gemini. +5 or higher. I'm considering it a future investment because this weapon's Oh, I didn't do the vault. I just noticed, just remembered. I popped it, but I never went into it. Fire the beam! Last three monsters. Sorry, I'm absorbed into how amazing this weapon is. Oh my god, this is getting too into the weapons that I'm dropping. What do you have for me? 400% damage of falling star if there are empty slots, plus 30% damage of falling star. I knew that was going to kind of happen. I'm not winning this playthrough. I didn't start this character with the intention that I was going to win. guess that'll have to do. Cards really help, though, I have to say. Cards have like really good range, and they home in just by like targeting too. How have I made it this far? I'm trying to see if I can get magazine size. I don't really know what I'm doing with this character, but it's working. So I'm not really gonna kind of complain. It's just highly confusing. 15% damage for 2 seconds when hitting an enemy can be stacked up to 50 times. It's all about the soul essence. I would like at some point to max out my account. This gun is just so good. It has no right to be as good as it is. Ooh, I got a purple. There we go. I want my off weapon to be something with a really high magazine count. Oh well. That is not a high magazine count. It's actually funny though, because I remember like reading the guy's page. It said it recommended weapons that had very small magazine sizes. What does it mean for every slot? Okay. One thing I'd like to mention is the keyword slots. Slots are the boxes that the astrospecs are in right below the bar. When you have Owl's Ascensions reference slots, so it's an important keyword to know. The language used in each ascension is ambiguous, but the term refers to filled slots, so slots that have an astrospec in it. There is one ascension that specifically mentions empty slots though, and another that increases slot capacity. So instead of 3 max, you can have up to 6. I wonder which one that one is. There's a peddler.
Hi.
What do you got? Hardstorm apparently is really good. It basically allows me to draw cards just by shooting. Oh, riches. Then I'll see if I can go back and re-roll the Gemini stat for the rainbow gun, but we'll do this one first. Got it. Ooh, we'll take that. Provides one opportunity to pick up 3 occult scrolls in a treasure chest at once. The occult scrolls contained cannot be discarded, and after the selection opportunities are exhausted. So that scroll I just picked up, that one is like, what is it? Times 2 crit, however, minus 50% weapon damage when not triggering a crit. I think I'll just recycle that. I don't want to nerf this gun. Right, I got the ability to roll this thing 3 times. I only need it for its ammo capacity. There we go. Perfect. 120 now. This is huge. Cool thing is the water spray actually has literally nothing to do with the ammo. So I can maintain the firing stacks of the gun for the damage bonus and then use the water part of it. Like, this is actually like really broken. Holy fuck! It's still going! I just noticed, I'm like, oh, I have a legendary slot! Set that one. Ooh, fire damage, okay. So I can pick up all 3. And I actually like all 3, so let's do it. There's one I might actually want to re-roll. This one here. Oh, sweet. Well, that's good, because I have a cursed scroll, so that bonus doesn't go to waste. And then Snow Boots pairs very well with Corrosion Enthusiast, removing the Corrosion's movement speed negation, so Corrosion is now a movement speed buff. And then Improved Clip pairs also very well with bullet bank. So I could literally just drain the fuck out of this thing. Now I just gotta buff the weapon. Alright, let's buff the gun. Every extra spec plus 1 capacity. Falling star is an imp. Replace 1 lowest quality extra spec. Wow. I have a four slot machine. This guy's actually, now that I understand this guy a bit better, he's actually kind of fun. It's an interesting way that the devs took basically randomization and turned it into a character. Because I think this is a game that I complained about having a lot of random elements. Like you got the ascension, the scrolls, the weapons. There's so many elements of random in a single playthrough. It can make it hard to enjoy consistency in it. You know, see consistent success, I mean. But, you know, it's... But it's kind of interesting how, like, they literally made a slot machine a playable character. Also nice with the rapid fire nature of how this gun works. It pairs very well with card. Is it card shower? Is it called? This is almost kind of useless now because I can't initiate elemental effects. Magazine size gets bigger. Oh, that's right. Didn't I pick up something that doubles that? No, I think that was on my last run. Boss next, right? So here's this is where I live or die pretty much. It really comes down to which boss it is. Oh, I nerfed that. I actually had the legendary thing. Ah, fuck, I lose. I already lost my first life here, so unless this guy has like a resurrection scroll in his inventory. Yes! I got so lucky on that one. I have no money left for anything now, so. Not that any of it would have really done me any good, but. Yep. I always get hit by that first cannon blast, and I always get down from it. Every single time. If I don't make it to him with my spare life, I lose. So I think that's the last character ascension, or hero ascension. Well, that's where I'm going to call it today. I feel like that was incredibly successful. Managed to get a lot done. Well, I'm sorry. I'm speaking sort of, Sorry, I'm speaking kind of at a repetition here because I'm a bit distracted. What the stream did go well. We managed to beat with was it Nona was her name? For the first time, and we fought the new boss, which was really fun. And then we managed to at least come to an understanding of the new character, so we know what to go for him. And we learned how fucking broken the octopus weapon is. Like, holy fuck. That didn't really. The only good stat on that thing was the 40% lucky shot chance. That was the only good, the good thing on that. And I do know it can come electric too, so that's actually rather dangerous if you wanted to play for miasma. Because with the rate in which that thing hits, holy fuck. But if you get it non-elemental, I highly recommend going shared combined ammo capacity, because that allows you to just get way more out of the weapon. Especially since the beam attack on the weapon doesn't actually use ammo, but it would likely maintain all the ammo stacks you get from the combined inventory. So if you didn't notice, I guess they buffed it, because I don't remember it being that mechanic, or maybe I'm just misremembering, but so the Jedi where weapons basically combine their ammo magazine, and now it's like as you use the weapon, as you shoot and hit enemies, you gain stacks, and you can gain stacks equivalent to what your nuke magazine size is, and it's 0.75% additional damage for each stack. I don't know if it resets on reload, but I just know that I just know that there's a lot to I'm kind of blanking out again. I'm a bit tired, and then ADHD is kicking in. But yeah, it's, you know, if it worked out well, that when I got the gauntlet gun, which has the highest magazine size of any weapon in the game, it was going to end up being a 200 magazine size weapon. So let's 200 times 0.5. 200 times 0.7 is 150% weapon damage. Yikes. That's probably how the weapon became such a beast too, but it was strong even before I got that modifier. It just goes to show you, it's one of the few times you can get weapons that can just be really strong early on. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what happened with the cat. I got a really strong fire glove early on, and then I managed to max his corrosion skill, which at tier 3 makes it so that all crits can spawn the grenade field effect. So I was just basically spamming combustion, which was brutal. I just destroyed the boss. Anyway, call it here tonight. Tomorrow, I guess we're doing some PTYD tomorrow, so we'll pick up with that. With that said, my name is Daimien Kamiya. I am the Omni King. Be a friend for, member of the Omni Council. I'll see you later. Goodbye, everyone.